And this written reviews will also be translated to other languages like English, Spanish, Japanese, so that more people could read them. Okay, so now we have come up to our sharing from overseas, our overseas speaker. So today we have Sister Wang Qizhen from Malaysia. And we can
那这美美的文宣其实是我们人文之夜大爱全纪录的制作，也就是我们的景慧书写的。为什么我请景慧写？因为景慧到佛国，所以对其真非常的赞叹。所以呢，他就是我
all this preparation, the material, the slides,
他就写了这个。那美编的部分
for the posters, for the e-posters to introduce our speaker is written and prepared by our team because it is very touching to see what they have done in Nepal.
真的看到非常多的感动，他们的感动是年轻人，还有对静思的那份爱。
And in Malaysia, we can see that the volunteers, they have done so much to help their community, and you can see many young persons and everybody contributing their efforts and their love to improve and to relieve the difficulties and the people in need.
他有满满的行程，我也跟他讲说，要不你就用视讯分享。他说：“老师，我要来高雄线上读书的主场感受，来听一下。”退区后，跨州前进重灾区。
So this is a video clip. This is a video clip of the disaster area survey done by the Malaysian volunteers during one of the devastating floods. Before Tzu Chi went to Nepal, there was Myanmar, where there are many Malaysian volunteers who will go to Myanmar to provide relief, to distribute rice and the seeds, rice seeds to help the farmers who were affected by the floods due to typhoon. And when volunteers visited these farmers, they were truly happy and to see the volunteers and able to feel relief from their heart when they express their feelings. So the volunteers from Malaysia and Singapore, they have been providing assistance to Myanmar and to Nepal for many, many years. And these are truly touching. Okay, now our story goes to Nepal. And there are many, many poor people, villagers in Nepal with many hardships and living difficulties. And you can see from this video clips, you can see this young girl and a mother. This young girl was not able to go to school because the mother needs her to work to support the family. And so our volunteers went to talk to the mother and told her that if Tzu Chi helps you with the income that your daughter brings back from work, can you send her to school? Can you let her go to school? And the mother agreed. So this young girl was very, very extremely happy and very touched that she could go back to school. And she needs that hope to have the education. And this is what Tzu Chi could give her, is the hope for the future. You can see our volunteers, Brother Jing Hui and Brother Ziming, reporting on that case. And next, let's take a look at the graduation ceremony of the Women Vocational Training School for the sewing classes. So Tzu Chi organized sewing classes for the young women in Nepal, teaching them how to cut the clothes, take measurements, design the dresses, and sewing using the sewing machine, so that they are able to have the skill sets and to be able to support and earn some income, so they could support their own family. And in this graduation ceremony, we invited Venerable Maitri from Nepal Monastery to be our guest of honor and to sign on the certificate. Finally, these graduating students, they would have the skills and be able to go out of the family, to go into the society, to earn their living, and to support the family as well as to give back to society. And the ceremony was attended by the new students as well as the alumni, supporting each other and inspiring and guiding them. So let's welcome our speaker, Cheryl from Malaysia. We are so happy to be with you because you have so much positive energy. And this is Sister Qi Zhen from Malaysia. She's here with us now live at Kaohsiung. And Teacher Mei Yun is introducing how the Kaohsiung team, the book study team, will do a lot of preparation for all the invited guests and speakers. So you can see that the posters we created, the signboards, the placards, you can see at the back. Yeah, these are prepared meticulously by our team here in Taiwan, in Kaohsiung, to welcome our sharers who have taken the time and the effort to come here and to be here with us to share with everyone. And for every segment, they will have a special theme and title for each segment. And they're really creative to come up with nice sounding names, very aptly. And every week, there are at least 2 invited speakers who will come on site in person to share with everyone. And our sister from Malaysia, she says she's now visiting Taiwan, having to do a reporting to Master. And so happened that Teacher Mei know that she's coming, so she invited her to come here and share with all. For Brother Faisal, it's much easier. I just go direct to him. But for Malaysia, I need to go through the CEO of Malaysia branch to invite her to get the approval. Okay, let's pass on now to our speaker for your sharing. Our beloved Master and Jingsi Abode Venerables. Very good morning in different languages, in Nepali, in Arabic, in Taiwanese, and Chinese Mandarin. Very grateful to Teacher Mayin for giving me this opportunity to share about Lumbini. And the title of my sharing is the Mandala Flowers Blooming in Lumbini. Firstly, I'd like to share with everyone. We started from 2022, after the COVID, that pandemic is over, when the country opens up. So our volunteers from Malaysia will be able to go into Nepal. And the condition is that we need to have at least 3 vaccinations for the COVID-19. When we returned back to Nepal, that was for the dialysis center, the Tzu Chi Dialysis Center in Nepal, the opening. So we took the opportunity to also visit the other places in Nepal. So today we'd like to invite everyone to go to Lumbini, the Lumbini Park. Lumbini, it's in between Kapilavastu and the other city, which was the Queen Maya's, which is the Siddhartha Gautama's mother, her in-law place, her birthplace. So, in order for us to go to Lumbini Park, so we need to fly past the Himalayas, the majestic Himalayas. And we need to take a flight using a small plane. And actually, if you look at the world map, from Singapore and Malaysia to the distance to Nepal of about 3,000 kilometers, it is about the same as from Malaysia to Taiwan, which is also 3,000 kilometers. So the flight times and the distance is about the same. So that is quite amazing. Actually, Lumbini, it's not really, it's not a big place. It is a small town located in southern Nepal and famous for being the birthplace of Siddhartha Gautama. And there is the Lumbini Cultural Village with approximately 88,000 population. And we can see that next to the Maya Devi temple, there is this pillar which was built by King Ashoka, an ancient king, Indian king, who built this pillar and inscribed the words about the birthplace of Siddhartha Gautama, which is the Buddha himself. So this is truly a historical place, and there is a record of the actual birthplace of the Buddha. And actually, among the population, there are very small numbers of Buddhists. Majority of them are Hindus and some are Muslims. And this country has many festivals throughout the years. And one of the festival is called Swastani Brata Kata. It is a festival for women and for them to pray and fast and bathe in the holy river. And this is for them so that they can pray for the well-being of their own family and their parents. And they have to do it with sincere piety. And Swastani is a Hindu goddess, a sacred bestower of blessings. And their daily life consists of taking care of the family, cooking, housekeeping, farming, and taking care of the children. And they not only have to do the household chores, they will still need to take on the burden of the heavy burden of carrying goods to work manually as labor, hard labor, in order to support their family. So many things are done manually in Lumbini due to the underdevelopment. And so they will have to use their own strength. So sister says that the first time she came to Lumbini was in 2018. And subsequently, every time that the team went over to Nepal, they would be asking how could they help the locals, looking for fields of blessings. So from their observations, most of the women, after finishing their work and their household chores, they spend their time sitting under the trees. So they would just spread a gunny sack or the rug on the ground and just sit on the ground and chit-chatting. So who can really see the future? And in Nepal, we have been looking for ways to help them. And it's only not until during the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, that Tzu Chi have the opportunity to provide assistance to Nepal. And Tzu Chi came to know Venerable Maitri. It's the abode of the International Buddhist Center in Nepal. When we show Master Cheng Yen's photo to the audience, which are mainly the women, when they see that our master is a female, they were very shocked. And some of them stood up and put their palms together to pay respect. Because in Nepal, in their tradition, the woman does not have the same equal standing as the men. So the women will have to listen to the men. And they were really surprised to see that Tzu Chi's founder is actually a female person. So Master reminded us that we should not just be looking at the dialysis center in Nepal. We should extend our love to other places, to reach out to more people in need. So in 2022, when the pandemic was over, so we went back to Nepal and started a sewing class. And because of the sewing class, we were able to go to the villages, reach out to the villages. Okay, so this is a case of Anna. Anna, 24 years old, she developed kidney disease and was left at her parents' home by her husband. She had a 2-year-old son and a 3-month-old daughter. During a medical-free clinic, Anna's case was discovered and her condition was deemed critical due to kidney failure. However, the family had fallen into hardship after her father's passing and could not afford medical examinations for Anna because it would cost NT dollar $190. And when the family heard this, they just could not afford this meager sum of money. And And when our Dr. Chen heard about her story, she was being abandoned by her husband because of her illness. Dr. Chen was very upset that how could someone's life be so tragic? So Anna carrying a baby, she did not speak or move much. And her child is very young. It's the same age as my own child, as Sister Chi-Zhen's child. So she felt the empathy with Anna. And at that time, Anna's mother, when she saw us, she recognized Tzu Chi's logo. And the reason why the family fell into hardship is because of the sudden passing away of their father. And the building of their home was stopped because of the passing of the father. And there was a hole on the wall of their home, and so this family, they used a gunny sack to cover the hole. And this gunny sack, this rice sack was actually from the rice distribution by Tzu Chi. So there was this Tzu Chi logo there. And when we asked her what they have for their meals, and we could see that the empty pots and plates. And when they need to do the laundry and hang the linen, the mother has to climb up to the roof, climb up the ladders up to the roof to dry their clothes. So at that time, all of us were really sad, and the mood was very. Everybody was really sad to see the condition that they're living in. And suddenly the mother laughed out loud. And we could see that when the mother smiled, the Anna also smiled together. This was the first time in over 3 months that they've seen Anna smile. And that was because her husband wants to bring her and the child back to India for a traditional head shaving ceremony for their son, which required the child's mothers to be present. Unfortunately, Anna did not receive the treatment in India and she passed away shortly after. And because of our interaction with Anna, there was another girl in the village came to know about Tzu Chi, and her name is Sakina, 18 years old, from the 10-mile village in Masiwao. She dropped out of school after the 4th grade. And in 2022, she joined Tzu Chi's vocational training sewing class. And she's a Muslim, coming from a Muslim family. And the parents agreed to let Sakina to attend the sewing class. However, Sakina, being energetic and lively, often received complaints due to her behavior in the class. And that became a problem for the Tzu Chi volunteers. She also didn't fully understand Tzu Chi and usually just observed from outside. One day she heard a story about Malaysian Tzu Chi volunteers helping Muslim women, which deeply moved her to tears. She was also touched by Master Cheng Yen's stories when she was young and how she had helped some of the villagers. Inspired, she made a vow to serve her community. And we also realized that the women in Nepal, most women in Nepal, they have one very important knife, which is a sickle. This sickle could allow them to cut vegetables, fruits, and even the fingernails. So it's a very important sickle in their life with many uses. So in the vocational training classes, we teach them the mathematics, arithmetic, how to use a pencil, ruler, how to measure and draw, how to use the scissors for cutting. So we really have to start from the very basics. And what was shocking was that this one time when we brought the women to the year-end blessing ceremony, we realized that these villagers, these women, they do not know how to use the toilet. They don't know how to use the toilet, the modern toilet, and they would just go to we just squat along the bushes. And they don't know how to take care of the toilet cubicles. And when they closed the door, sometimes they got scared and panicked and just pushed down the door of the toilet. And some of the toilet bowls would choke. And they would just bathe and have their toileting, did their toileting by the river, which is really risky because of the darkness and the weather conditions. So this is the kind of lifestyle and the living conditions that the villagers are living in. And through our interactions with them, we realize that these Muslim women, they really want to step out of their home their family in order to work, to learn something new, to be integrated to the community. And due to the language and cultural differences, so we face many challenges. And when we wanted to share with them master stories about the porridge in the cooking pot and the salted tofu, it was very difficult because of the cultural differences and the difference in diet and practices. And gradually, we are able to teach them, guide them, and share with them more about Tzu Chi's spirit and learn about the values of gratitude, respect, and love, and to bow when we are giving something to others. And in Malaysia, volunteers has been helping many Muslim families. And because of that, Sakina start to understand what Tzu Chi is all about. It's transcending religions, culture, races, borders, and it's purely to provide help to the needy so that they are able to have a stable life and inspire them to have the learning attitude and ability. So we hope that in the 2 years that we were there, we could, we vow to train and help 1,000 local volunteers. And the cloth bags were also produced and sold by the locals, the local women. And when these women told us that they do not want to idle away their time every day doing nothing, sitting on the ground, they just want to do something useful. So we were encouraged by this and conducted all these training classes for them. And if Kaohsiung Online Books Club could place an order for 200 bags, we would definitely get the Nepal women to make these bags and send to Kaohsiung. Because the proceeds from these bags were actually used to support the students, the needy students, and the needy families in the villages. So this is to create the cycle of love and charity and kindness. And the women in these villages, they really face a lot of hardships and challenges. So we were grateful that we are able to inspire and recruit many local Nepali volunteers to come and join Tzu Chi and come and help their own people. We're grateful to the Singapore and Malaysian long-term stay volunteers who have contributed a lot. And this photo shows that the picture on the left shows that we went to the city of Kathmandu, and we were afraid to cross the road due to the busy traffic. That was because in Lumbini there's hardly any cars or vehicles and no congestion on the road. And due to time constraint, I would like to express my gratefulness to Teacher Mei Yun for this opportunity.
哎，可以请那个包装的人先暂且不要包吗？因为那个声音真的太大了，他可能自己没有
Okay.
感觉。可是他很努力
So
在帮土耳其装箱。
we can see that some volunteers they were busy packing the gifts for our Turkish and Syrian volunteers to bring home.
他们家人。好，那在这边我们真的非常的感
And
动。
we're really grateful.
我们都是相互感动。
We are mutually grateful
所以今天
to
慈
one
伟在这
another.
边刚好巧遇。其实慈伟并不是今天分享，他是因为大爱剧的加入，那一延就延到了今天，延到今天遇到了土耳其家人。你今天看到土耳其家人，我们
Today, this is such a wonderful affinity
也来立刻主场一下。
that you can also meet up with the Turkish volunteers in person.
发现哈，就是我处在一个跑来跑去的一个状态。那你说，哎，
Teacher Maying is she's running about, making sure that things go smoothly.
我可以跟你保证，我是周三所有回去全部重看。
Wow, Teacher Maying said that she will
我的哪一根头发
rewatch every episode of the Wednesday
你太不爱
Kaohsiung
掉一根
book
头发在
study.
这边，你都没有
Even a strand of hair
下一次这个
on her
头发
forehead,
怎么处理？
she could see that,
我非常
and
感恩，也
she
因
will
为有
rewatch
智慧的
this
人
full
要看
episode
相关多的一个影音，认识相关多的相关人的故事。
because she wants to understand all the
然后就
stories.
看到我们土耳其的家人，结果呢，他就跟我讲谢谢。
Just now, when I was there
华语， 你讲 thank you， 我英文是可以。
when I was among the Turkish volunteers, they say thank you to her in Chinese, and Teacher Maying replied back in English and put her right hand on her heart to bow to them. This is the expression of thanks in Islam.
发心容易，恒心难辞，力愿走入人群，亲手布施则更难。西马菩萨在我愿意之后付诸行动。
These are the positive feedbacks and reviews left on the social media from Sister Qizhen's sharing earlier, where our volunteers uses their life to influence the many lives of the others in Nepal. Grateful to our Sister Qizhen.
真的诚情无私的分享。是的，哎，我可以请执行长，你可以站到这边来吗？我要跟你们雅美师姐靠，没，你来。对，加拿大的，
So
管心玲师姐说，我们也许走不到佛国，我们
Sister
已经4位到佛国
from Canada says that even though we are not able to go to the homeland of the Buddha in Nepal, but through Sister Qizhen's sharing, we could see what's going on there and what Tzu Chi is doing, helping the locals.
去佛国，我的天哪！啊，对，去佛国，我们可以加入力量。土耳其家人，请不用请购，你们不用，我们也不会送这个给你，麻烦。但是我们的冬至快到了。
So, with the arrival of solstice next week, so we have prepared some glutinous rice balls to celebrate solstice. So we hope everyone could support this. And by purchasing all these Jingsi products, and we can actually form good affinities with our Nepali volunteers and villagers.
我说怎么样？我们订210本，还可以吗？他说老师已经全部卖超过了。
Oh, the Jingsi aphorism book that has got pictures drawn by our Syrian children, and it has the Arabic translation. And this book has been fully reserved. And oversold, in fact. So, shall we increase the print?
从我们的高雄进士书轩抢先。原因是为什么？因为土耳其的家人来了。
And the first edition in Chinese, our Kaohsiung, we are honored that Kaohsiung is the first place to receive this Jingsi aphorism book.
有去那个陪伴他们土耳其的，也请光宗你们几个一起，我们做个 ending 好不好？
And let's invite our Turkish volunteers to come in front, and let's do a closing and ending for today's session.
好，来这边我先回应，比如说在台湾的100多元或仅吃一餐，你们一直 say hello， 我们画面会很难看。
Please be quick because we are having a live streaming. So let us gather around.
却能缴1个月的学费，甚至有更多的生活用途，没有看见的苦难，体会不到自己有多幸福。
Our audience are deeply touched, and they share that the small, meager amount, $190, could not be afforded by the locals in Nepal, and that's heart-wrenching. And
在这个当下里，感恩大家第一时间就是云南大理千
we're grateful to our mainland China's volunteers for their feedbacks and reviews.
那因为宪聪师兄来，你们今天土耳其要带回去的土耳其的这一本近似语。就是刚才的美惠师姐，美惠师姐就是宪聪师兄家的师姐，宪聪也举一个手。
And this is Brother Xian Cong, and he has sponsored all the books for our Turkish volunteers, the Jingsi aphorism in Arabic, for all of you to bring back to Turkey.
听这么多感动，加入力量吧！这个再去接龙加码，1月一定会出来。
And please place your orders for these products and turn your inspirations into action and quickly place orders for these products. Let us say together. I love to be with you because you have positive energy. Once again, I love to be with you because you have great positive energy. Grateful to our CEO from Chicago chapter for attending today and giving his blessings to all of us. Okay, let's go back to our seats and